and welcome to another episode of Finesse Your Feelings with Your Feelings. We'll get finesse.
Your feelings will get finesse.
Hey, hey, ooh, damn, get finesse.
It will get finesse.
Finesse. Ooh, yeah.
But get finesse, y'all.
Ooh,
Damn. Get finesse, y'all.
I'm so weak. Come on, Ad-lib.
And of course,
You know what I mean?
Simply Chris, L.
Yep.
Santana,
Yep.
KD Rum,
You already
Here.
knew.
and a very, very, very special guest today.
Very
Y'all, listen.
You got a friend.
He held out. He held out.
I was
weak.
not-
He tried to
I
hold
was
that.
not-
He held out.
He was on his Luther with that one.
He held.
I
Fat
was not
Luther or
expecting
skinny
a
Luther?
fucking solo.
Medium Luther.
Medium
Luther.
Luther.
I got you.
Okay, I'll take that.
You gotta take that one. No, that was a good one.
I'll
That was
I'm
a
so
good one.
weak.
I'll take that.
It's medium.
Medium Luther.
Medium Luther.
But please introduce yourself to the people.
Here. What it do, y'all? My name is Francesca, but a lot of people know me as Sendejo the stylist.
Hey.
I'm out here.
All right.
Clap it up. Clap
Clap
it up.
Clap it up.
Clap
Round
it
of
up.
motherfucking loud.
Let y'all know.
Yeah.
And today we have a very, very, very special episode where we're gonna dip a little bit into, what Miss Fran do,
Yeah.
Okay.
what
Miss
she
Fran.
does.
Make me feel like I'm about 40, but it's cool.
I mean, you don't even. Nah, I'm playing.
Relax.
You stepping?
He tried to
You know
come
what
for
I'm
y'all.
But nah,
we
but
gonna hit on a lot of things because
Yeah.
as you can see, look at the drip.
you
mean,
feel-
just look at the drip.
God,
I mean, just look at the drip.
it's crazy.
Me out
You know what I'm
here.
saying?
It's crazy.
Styling.
It's inspirational.
Styling and profiling.
It's inspirational because, God, hey, ladies, step it up.
yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
And
Step
then, you
it
know
up.
what I'm saying? Holla at your girl. You know
feel
what
me?
I'm saying? Holla at your friend.
Maybe that's what you need to do.
Shout out to rare things on the earrings.
Yeah, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When you first walked in, that was the first thing I know. I was like, yo, that's fire.
Yeah.
That is different. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Ever.
You know, that's what I always aspire to be, not to be like anybody else.
There you go.
Never been one of them.
There you go.
but-
Aspire to inspire.
Well, I mean, so what inspired you to get in this fashion tip? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because since I know you've been very fashionable.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
To be honest, what got me into it was my grandma.
Okay.
My grandma was
shout out
that
to
girl.
grandma.
Like
Hey.
when I say shout out to Marion Green, R.I.P. to my girl.
Shout out.
But no, my grandma was definitely like the it girl of all girls. Like,
Okay.
her circle was the church. But
Okay.
when it came to church, my grandma was definitely amigo. She had 4 different rings, rows of rings on all her fingers.
Bling,
All
bling,
her
and
earrings
bling,
was
blah.
her ear was pierced from the regular lobe to up to the top. She
Okay.
had mad necklaces around her neck. She had her dress down and her dress up was like that. Even when she was ushering, she made a statement.
That's
Bracelets.
what I'm talking about.
So yeah, she had bangles.
What?
She had bangles.
Yeah, bracelets, bangers. I knew
That's
it.
right. Grandma was coming because she made a sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope though. That's fire. That's fire.
But yeah, so she inspired me. But honestly, as a child, I was like sick, so I wanted to draw. So the first thing I started drawing was clothes. So I always told myself that I couldn't do activities. So since I
Okay.
got into seeing my grandma and fabrics and stuff like that, I felt like fashion was gonna be my lane.
Okay.
That is dope.
dope.
So drawing started you actually.
Yeah,
So you pretty much whatever you sketch down, I'm gonna make this shit come to life.
yeah, basically.
It's dope.
So, I mean, have you had things come into life?
Yeah.
As far as your clothing.
Yes, I have. Like I 2 years ago, well 3 now, I launched a line. It's called Sendejo.
It'll be right there for the people.
Yeah.
It'll be right
We're
there.
Right
currently rebranding at the moment, but at the time, yes, I came out with berets because my grandma used to wear them all the time.
Okay.
So
Them jeans was fire.
they were, but
You gotta bring them back.
look out for that. So fall is upon us. Later on in the year, so they're gonna be a little different from the ones before, but we're gonna style on y'all for a little while.
Ooh,
But yeah, so
some
it
styling
was
on you.
it was basically homage to my grandma. But yeah, so I did berets, and my other thing that I like, as you can see right here, is the lunch boxes. So
Okay.
I might dabble in that. Can't tell y'all everything, but Is
it a collection
might
that
be.
you have?
Might be.
Ooh,
It might
exclusive.
be.
You heard it here first. Finesse your feelings.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm finna say feelings.
You did
I call
finesse your
myself the lunch
feelings.
lady, you know.
Okay.
Flyest one in the cafeteria.
So can you cook?
Yes, I can.
Man,
So-
make sure,
All right,
man.
you gotta
Okay.
make sure.
Of course.
lunch lady,
hey,
man. All right.
Call herself.
One thing about
But I don't
that.
know
Call
them-
herself the lunch lady.
I
She
don't
already
know.
know what that means. She's serving up on y'all
Okay,
motherfuckers.
period.
You know what
I don't know
I'm
them
gonna serve you
pieces.
look saying food.
Them pieces was dope in
Nah,
the
I mean-
cafeteria though.
Hey,
The little square ones.
Yeah,
Man, don't
Hey.
start.
with the cheese and
Don't
whatever.
start.
You
I'm
know,
just
I don't
saying.
know what type of
Don't
cheese
start.
that was.
That's
I'm trying
true.
to tell you something.
But them portions
Nah,
public
hold on.
schools.
Sidebar. That breakfast pizza. I don't know what the fuck that. that
Yo.
shit
Hold
was fire.
on, but if you got the breakfast pizza hot, you was in good favor
For
though.
sure.
Facts.
If you got it medium or cold, you was on
I
that
don't know about
toilet.
y'all, but
Nah,
what's crazy?
th-
They used to put it in little sleeves for
They
us.
did.
What?
Yeah. Bro, I swear
I
they
ain't
was,
get no
they
damn
was serving
sleeve.
dope. They used to put it in
Not-
little sleeves.
What the hell?
Ah,
Bro, I swear
not
they
serving
took their
dope.
time.
Nah,
I don't
I
know
was
what y'all
addicted.
talking about.
Not serving.
nah, they slid that shit on that damn plastic ass, cold, wet ass lunch tray.
Hey, let me look.
And if they and if that shit touched that goddamn wet corner, you might as well throw that soggy shit in the trash.
Facts.
Feel like
And
a
they love
sponge.
throwing that little fruit on the side. Child, we don't want that.
It's too funny, too funny. So, okay. So you said drawing made everything come to life. Awesome. Okay. That's amazing. Never heard.
He's a very artsy person.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm really an artsy.
I mean, I'm an
person.
artsy person too, but he's an artsy.
Yeah, I mean,
He-
so
Kanye West is his guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, well, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, no, I got other people.
He got other
You know,
people.
I got other
He
people.
got other people.
You
Ain't
know, like
nothing
Mary
wrong with
Common.
Lil Kanye. They
nothing
think
wrong
he
with-
crazy, but he not.
Hey,
No, that man's a
he's
genius.
Oh no.
I mean,
So is there
Smart.
is there any like artist that pops out at you like, okay, that's inspirational, maybe I can take something from this person, take something from here, mash it together, or are you strictly a original eccentric person?
no, I mean, I am eccentric, but
I like that.
I
the
like
thing
that.
that I do, a person that I feel like I love for sure is definitely Tiana Taylor and Rihanna. Like,
Okay.
Hey,
because they
that's
both
my baby.
can.
I'm mad at Iman. I'm coming
Don't
for
be
you,
mad
bro.
Hey,
Like, you gotta understand, like, they can kill dressed up or dressed down. But when I tell you, when Tiana puts on her chill swag, you
yeah,
not
it's
touching my
crazy.
girl.
Yo, it's crazy. I've seen it on multiple occasions.
Facts.
I be
Yeah.
like, damn,
Yeah,
what
she-
am I doing wrong?
Yeah, she
Facts.
be just killing the simple shit.
Right.
Because,
Like, how
I
do you do
mean,
that?
I feel like a lot of times women get praised for, oh, I got on 6-inch heels, I got this, that, and that on. But when you can take a comfortable look and still have people draw to you off
Right.
of a fitted and some shoes and
Right.
a sweatshirt and some pants
Right.
or some leggings or whatever, I feel like you definitely that girl.
Do you think simple is the new wave, quote unquote?
See, you about to take my question. I was just about to ask that
Simple can be the new wave. It depends though, because everybody simple isn't the same.
Right.
Somebody simple could be, oh, I got on this, college, sweatshirt. I have on these pants from the thrift store and some Adidas. Somebody else simple could be, oh, I got these Louis Vuitton sweatshirt. I got this cute little duffel bag or whatever. I'm gonna throw me on some regular Fashion Nova jeans and a nice designer shoe, but that's still simple. It just depends on what your simple is.
Okay.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the simple part of it, I mean, when it comes to your fashion type, do you go for the name brand, or you like, yo, I could take this and take that and flip this and make this my own swag?
I'm a print person. I go for what wows me.
Okay.
Okay.
For like instance, for today, like this remind me of the 90s.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like,
That Jane
ooh,
is fire.
I gotta get that. And
Right.
it was so crazy because for my birthday, like I got a lot of lunch boxes for gifts. So when I seen this, I was like, oh, I got the perfect shirt for that.
Okay.
But as I'm thinking about it, like just to let y'all go into my mind, I'm like, okay, what are the different colors? So I'm just like, ooh, well, it's black and white. I got this dope jacket, but it's color contrast.
Right.
So it's like, okay. And then I'm like, yo, I got these pants from the thrift store. They don't match, but I don't care. I'm gonna put them on anyway.
Right.
And I'm like, well, my shoes gonna bring it all together. And then I'm
Right.
like, well, how can I still make it still fit with my hair? And if you think about it, the notches, like my Bantu knots match the notches on the bottom of the things that he eats. So it's kind of like,
okay.
Do you
I
hear
know
how
that-
she breaking it down?
yeah,
though?
I pay attention to detail a lot.
That is
Damn.
detail for your soul.
Damn.
Right. So I like stuff that's different because I feel like one thing I always say, just because you got on designer don't mean you can dress.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree 100%.
I agree.
Like people were like, yo, I got on this, I got on Palm Angels, I got on this, these Lanvins or Lanvins or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
I got this on. They be like, and you look a mess. So
I agree.
Facts.
How do you feel about those Astro boots?
I wanted them.
I'm gonna get them.
I want
I
I got look. I want those
not
Astro
rocking
boots so
them
bad. I
goddamn
already
Astro.
found
Bear.
the Astro shirt, the lunchbox, and I found the tote bag.
Bruh,
It's them boots is everything.
Look, and if they come out with some purple ones, I might just get
Well, they got some black ones though. I did see that Mischief had the black ones. Those red ones,
yeah,
hard.
they
Like
hard.
Emily B ate with her look.
Okay.
She ate with her look. And it's a grandpa. I forgot his name, but he is like the flyest grandpa out here. He had him on,
yeah,
and he
the
killed with
dude.
his look too.
I be seeing Grandpa. Grandpa be fly
He
every
do.
fucking time.
Grandpa definitely
Yo.
be fly.
I'm
and
mad
there
at Grandpa
was
because he be
one
having the
more
newest
person
fly
that I
Jordans.
felt- Hey, but I feel like I want to be like, you see his wife, because she be throwing her ish on too though.
For real, I ain't
Yeah, like I want to. That's me. I want my kids when I'm older to be like, hey, you better get me the latest sneaker. If I don't care what you do, put me in a sweatsuit, but just make sure my sneakers fresh. That's all I care about.
I mean, the reason I asked that, I'm personal opinion.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of them.
Of what?
Those Astro boots.
What's wrong with them?
I'm
But you
just
see,
because
but
it's
the
not
ones that
for
get
me.
it, you have to be a person of.
I mean, I get it.
You have to be a person. Only certain people could wear them boots. Those
Right.
are a type of boot that people of status can wear, and people who may not be of high status but still known for dressing can still wear. Like if Uzi was to wear them boots, I wouldn't question it.
Right. Because see, me, like I said,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just stay in my lane. That's not my lane. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't me. Like, I know if I was to put them damn boots on, I like a popsicle. I'm big up top, small down. You know what I'm saying? I can't do
Not a
that.
popsicle.
I can't do that.
He
one?
identifies
It's not
as a
for me.
fire hydrant.
So would you be a
You
push
feel me?
pop or would you be like a bomb pop? Which
I'm
one?
talking about the one with the 2 sticks.
I don't-
You feel me?
yeah,
And then it's dripping down because
Hey.
it's red. It's melting. Right?
hey,
Hey,
What?
I'm
but he'll be the
out.
right color. He'll be red.
I'm just saying. It's the
The
truth.
drums.
It's the truth. I'm too heavy for that. I feel like as soon as I step, the bitch is gonna melt. Like it's just they're
See,
not
but
for
at
me.
the same time, I don't like when people do that, especially when it comes to fashion. I'm too heavy for that. Who said that?
No, I'm fine with it. I don't mind. When I say I'm too heavy for it, I mean as in I know that I'm not. I can't put something together for me. It's just not me.
Okay.
Baby, I love
I mean, I
being
see,
me.
Mr. I mean, you got your Gucci.
You know
slide
what I'm
on.
saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
look at he got the Gucci
He got the
slide.
low on.
I don't
Your
mind.
boy out here
I
color
eat
blocking
good.
with the low. He ready
Which
for
one
the
hear something crazy
summertime.
though?
I mean,
What?
I'm just another exclusive. I'm colorblind.
Really?
Yes,
I know somebody that's colorblind.
I'm colorblind, but I wear a lot of
well,
different
that's
colors.
that's colorblind to everybody else in the YouTube
Well,
land.
sir,
Yeah.
you put the colors together today.
I had some help, but you know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
serious.
okay.
But
So speaking of that, and it's also fashion. Would you ever buy the colorblind glasses?
I attempted, and once I seen the price for them and how long they last, I was like, nah, 'cause they're not durable like that.
Oh, they're not.
Nah.
How much are they? Are they really that
I didn't
expensive?
even know they
They
made
are pretty
colorblind
expensive.
glasses.
So what's expensive?
Me neither, bro.
All right, so I say they're expensive, but yet I was about to turn around and pay more
What
for a
was the
pair of
price, though?
frames. It was probably about $1,200.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, and I was about to pay
But
$15.
how long do they
Okay,
last?
if you about
But
to
that's
say
what I was about to
something
say.
else.
How
The
long do they last, though?
durability of it doesn't really last that long.
What, like two,
From what
3
I've
years?
seen.
2-3 years? 5 years?
Nah.
Dang, it's under a year.
Under a year?
Oh no,
Oh,
sir.
nah.
Definitely not paying $1,200.
That's
for
why.
that.
I mean, for what?
You right.
that-
I'm
for
not
what-
paying $1,200
from the
I mean,
from the
I'll give you
reviews.
7.
Yeah.
Hold on,
That's
because I don't want
I give
nobody.
you 5.
I don't want nobody.
650.
I don't want nobody to kill me. From the reviews that I've read, people, they don't last that long. From what I've seen. Now I don't know if you can pop the lenses in other frames or not. I haven't attempted. Once I seen the reviews saying that they not all that durable, I left them alone. Hands up, don't shoot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger, please.
You know.
No, but that would suck if you did pay $1,200 for because that's a special thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you only
Yeah.
last them 8 months. Or
Yeah,
10
and see the
months
type of
total,
work
no,
I do.
sir.
I'm surprised these have been through the wire. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I mean, they should actually come out with colorblind contacts.
And see, I thought about contacts, but
Do they have it?
again,
Are they trying to make
Well,
that
if
happen?
not, I just gave y'all an idea.
I don't know. I haven't looked into that, but me being me, I'm so used to my glasses. I'm the type I probably fall asleep with them on. I already don't want to touch my
Well,
eyeball.
some-
I'm scared.
But some
Don't touch that
contact
eyeball.
lenses you can fall asleep in. Some of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't looked into it. I'm used to being able to do this. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I feel like the thing that's up with contact lenses is when they go dry. Oh my God.
Yeah. See, I don't.
Speaking of fashion and contact lenses, do y'all remember when contact lenses had the black community in the chokehold?
Yes.
Did they?
Yes.
Yeah, I had my
all
pair
of
of
a sudden,
grays
everybody
and
had
hazel. I ain't
hazel
gonna lie.
eyes.
And see, that was another thing.
I
Nah, go ahead,
I
bro.
had my hazel, my grays. I was going to the
It was
chinks
the
and get
hazel,
my.
it was the grays and the greens.
I never
Now
did
you
it.
know goodness where you were. See, you could. It's different though. No shame. Not trying to play.
You
still
light
light
skin.
skin. You know what I'm saying? But when you get the dark skin
You know what I
ones
mean?
with the green eyes, it's like now you know, sir.
But see, that was another.
You know better.
You
That was another
light-skinned
issue.
nigga.
That was another issue I ran into because see, my eyes are naturally
But
bright
you can
colored.
tell
anyway.
when it's your
Oh,
regular eyes.
here
when it's
go
contact.
I didn't
green
wanna-
eye bandit.
The
again.
green eye bandit. Here you
I'm
go
just saying,
again.
I didn't want to. Then I got you got on. You know how many times I heard you got on contacts, bro. If I got on contacts, why am I wearing glasses?
People do that.
I mean, I know
Right.
people that do that.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm not.
You know, like if you, it's a fashion thing. If you got your contacts and you put the glasses on, I know.
I
for
mean,
a long
yeah.
time, I used to wear my glasses. And,
But then when I take my glasses, I'll be like, all right, well, look through these. They'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
Hey, the one contacts I actually wanted. Shout out to Meth when he had the cow eye
Oh,
joint
yes,
in the
those
video.
was fire.
I really wanted to
Those
do
was
that, and I
fire.
finally found a pair. My mom said, "You must be fucking crazy. You gonna put that shit
She
in your
said
eye,
you
you gonna be
thought,
blind."
sir.
I really wanted that contact, man. That shit was
Look.
dope. Shout out to Meth.
Method Man
Facts.
was my
That's
guy.
a fine man
still.
right there.
hey,
I knew that was gonna connect to it. That's why I said I shouted him out. She had her own little,
I'm just.
she had her own little power moment when he was doing his thing in the bedroom and shit.
Oh, no, see, we ain't going
Hey.
that far.
Yeah,
I just say,
I'm
look,
out.
that's it.
I'm out.
Hey.
Exactly. That man got a whole wife. Don't.
For
I'm
sure.
okay.
Oh yeah. Her
So-
wife is cuckoo, but yeah, never mind. Keep going.
so what's another piece of artistry that you willing to tap into that you haven't? Or is there anything that you
That
want to
I
tap into
haven't?
that you haven't touched? Because there's got to be something you want to touch
Yeah.
that you
That's
haven't
a good
touched.
one. Painting.
Ooh,
You not a painter?
I'm not.
really? But you're a drawer.
Yeah, you
I
a drawer.
am.
But you never painted?
But
I
you never
never
painted.
painted. No.
Do you think it'd be the same?
I'm not sure actually.
Because I've
You never went
painted
to
a
like
few
a sip,
canvases.
you never went to like a sip and paint?
No,
and
I
stuff?
have, but as far as like me like getting into my zone, like how I am when I write poetry, I've never done that with painting. So it's like
What would be something that you would paint?
I feel like I would paint my mental health.
So what do you think about that?
I remember so it was just one episode of what was the name of the show that Cooking Lines and them was on?
Empire.
Empire,
Yeah.
where Lucius had basically like he was going through after he got shot or whatever, and he was like going through his whole spiel and whatever he felt he was painting it. I feel like I would have one of those moments. Like if I'm mad, what would I paint when I'm mad? If I'm happy, what would
So
I
you
paint
p-
when I'm happy?
You have like a free spirited paint.
I would. I'm really a free spirited person though,
Okay.
so it's like
That'd
I
be
feel
fire
like,
though.
Yeah, that'd
Facts.
be different.
So
That'd
it's
be
like,
different.
That'd be fire.
That's something that thank you for asking me that because I never thought of that. But yeah, that would be something I would try painting.
That's dope. Okay.
I mean, now that you know, we bought that in the atmosphere, would you just be like, yo, let me get a canvas and let me try some out? Like, you could be like, you know, you could just be on some happy feelings and then you just get the paint, or it'd be one day you just like, oh, let me just, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I might think about that. I might do that. It's a good idea.
Yeah,
And
that'd
the
be
crazy-
fire.
That's dope. That is fire.
Yeah, because I
Yes,
actually
for sure.
have.
I might get a
the
canvas
the
and try
funny
something.
thing is though, I have 3 nieces who really can paint. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
they're really good.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's kind of like,
Do they got their own thing? You want to shout them out? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
yes. Well, first of all, shout out to my oldest niece. Her name is Takira. She does custom sneakers.
Okay.
She's in Tennessee right now.
Okay.
Yeah, check
She,
me.
she
Me
can
neither.
draw.
All right there.
She
Yeah.
I
kind
got
of
like
reminds me of
20 pills for
myself
you.
when I was younger. I haven't seen her do like paintings, but I've definitely seen her do custom work.
Okay.
My other niece, Mia, she actually paints. Like she painted me this dope. Like she's painted me a couple of dope pictures over the years for like gifts. And my goddaughter, her name is Nina now. Nina though, like
that's the
all
one.
of them, no, all of them are awesome, like
Okay.
for real. But it's like Nina's so young, so it's like
I got
when
you. Okay.
she does it, it's like yo, and it's like her mind and how she paints, like it's like yo, like she got a real gift. So
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
So I mean, do you think that's more of a mental space that you just got to figure out how to just come out and be? Because there's certain things that's just like, yeah, I don't want to touch it, but I mean that sounds really dope. You know what I'm saying?
you know, I really think it is like a mental thing. Like for me, I really felt like poetry was my thing to get out my feelings, my good ones, my bad ones, my in between. Like when it come to poetry, I couldn't even be going through anything. It was a season where I would just listen to songs, and I would like say Usher was playing, and I would write a poem off of the song.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's just whatever I'm feeling at the moment. And the crazy thing is, I could write a poem just like that. Like it'll come to me like it's nothing.
Have you published any of them?
One was published in my high school newsletter, but
I mean, do you got like a whole stack?
I do. I actually have.
Ooh, let's go ahead and talk that in existence. Get this whole publishing jank going on.
I actually have.
Hey, look, you heard it first on Finesse Your Feelings.
Oh
did.
wait, but no, I actually got a poetry book. Like my thing, I still have poems from like 2000, no,
Oh, see,
1998.
she playing.
Damn.
Yeah.
She playing. You playing. Hey, look.
My friends get on me all the time. Shout out to Squad. Like I'm actually a part of a group.
Okay.
We call ourselves Squad, but it's Cypher Squad. Like all of us do poetry, and like when I say they inspire me so much. Like y'all gotta
you
come
know
out.
what I'm saying?
Like no, for real,
Yeah,
y'all gotta
these
come out to
niggas,
Cypher
yeah.
Tuesdays. Shout out to my boy Q5, but
Okay.
y'all gotta come out to Cypher Tuesdays because
Okay,
it's
wait,
so
hold
many
on,
people.
hold on, time out. Tell the people where to go.
Well, there are different places.
Okay.
The last one they did was at the High in Portsmouth. So
Okay.
if they continue to get a good turnout, they'll be there on the second Tuesday of the month. And when it comes to the other locations, you would just have to follow him because he gets different. Sometimes he's at the Mambo Room. Sometimes he's at Slow Drive. So it just depends.
Is it a page that they can follow that
So
way?
the page is called
Yeah,
Cypher
yeah.
Tuesdays. So you
okay.
can follow Cypher Tuesdays. It is on Instagram and it's on Facebook. And anybody that's actually artistic. So it's not just poems. Like sometimes people could be doing spoken word and someone will be painting. They'll allow you to sell stuff there. So they do vendors. If it's so it's
Yeah,
food,
ooh, that sound like
it's
my type of
jewelry,
vibe,
it's clothes.
I'm going there Tuesday.
Also,
Poetry
they have
and
people who
food.
come up there and spit. So if you MC, you could come up there and drop your hot 16. Like,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah.
I spit and I rhyme,
So
I spit.
So, but did
Dala,
y'all know
dala,
though that
I
we
can't-
actually have a poetry team?
Okay.
We're number 5 in the nation.
What?
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm not
fuck
on.
this
I
shit.
want to be on it. They're called Verb Benders. One of my
Okay.
great friends from Squad is on that team. But y'all, when I tell y'all they fire, 5 in the
Poetry.
nation
See,
though.
she playing.
Poetry, y'all.
So I kind of see why your group is getting at you, because not only they have poetry night, you just said they have a painter there painting. Why you could do both.
You can.
Like
yeah.
you can have your own you can have your own segment with your poetry and your free painting, whatever
Multi-talented.
you
Right, but
dibble
the
and dabble
thing
in
is,
it.
though, y'all don't have to know each other. Like, it was times where someone would be spitting, like, the whole show will go through, and that one person is painting different paintings, or he's painting one, or she's painting one. It doesn't matter. Like, they'll let you stand over to the side and just get your life.
Word.
No, I'm talking about you. Like that's like two avenues that we
Okay,
tapped
now,
in.
you trying to,
I'm talking about
I
you.
got enough
Like
hats already. You trying to...
He tried it.
just
I gotta
try
leave it
to
to
try
the
to speak
way.
into existence. Like this
You
is
right,
this
you
is
know
an
what?
energy type of thing. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
that I
So
can
like,
get, you are absolutely right. When God released me to paint, I'll do it. Till
There you
then,
go.
I'm gonna stay in
Right.
my little bag.
and whenever you do, that's a good bag.
Yeah, for sure though.
Facts.
For sure though.
I feel like I would have to go back to school though. I would want to.
To learn how to paint, or just to get the abstract value of it.
To abstract, but I really would want to just unlock. Like I got into the Fashion Institute here and the one in Atlanta.
Okay.
But it was like and the one in Seattle. But the crazy thing is every time I went, it was always something that stopped me from getting in.
Really?
Every time. And I would be devastated, y'all. Like I would be around there crying my eyes out every single time until my family and friends was like, Fran, like you got it. You don't need to go to school. Like just be
Right.
you. And
Exactly.
I took their advice and I started off with taking pictures and yeah.
Damn, it's fire, yo.
Hey,
I was sad though, because I really wanted to get into the art
It
institute.
was.
like,
It was. It wasn't in your plan.
It wasn't, but you know.
You said the Art Institute?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, believe it or not, I believe they starting to shut those down.
Well,
So
it's actually
Yeah, exactly. One of
hindsight
your
was a
plans.
blessing.
yeah, you know,
Definitely got
sometimes-
people in your corner. They steered you to the right spot.
Yeah.
If it's meant to be, you slide
right.
back to it.
do you feel more creative when? I mean, I hear you say, you know, based on emotions, but do you feel more creative when you're happy, or do you feel more creative when like you in that emotion?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. I kind of feel like it's like a 60-40. No, a 70-30.
70-30, which way?
Sad. Would be
Really?
30.
Hey, that's
Why
when
though?
that's when the
Would
best
be the
emotions
happy.
come out.
Right, because I feel like
That's powerful.
pain brings about an art that you can't explain. You got to think. Nobody listened to Keisha Cole's songs when she was happy for real. They love all her sad songs.
Right.
Most
Same
definitely.
thing with Rod Wave. Same thing with like certain things. Not saying that they don't make their money.
Right,
But it's like when you got a song that like touch your soul for real, or someone is really
Mary
talking.
J. Blige.
Right. Facts. Mary J. for sure.
Mary J.
When you get to touching on stuff that people feel like, yo, if this girl is this dope and she went through what I went through, or if this guy has the same pain that I went through with my parents, or I went through with a girl, I want to listen to him. You know what I'm saying?
But why do you think that though? Because I kind of feel like when you touch on certain subjects like that, sometimes, especially like Juice WRLD, you know, Juice WRLD literally killed himself,
Right.
quote unquote.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I honestly feel like that narrative should be changed to drive society to, if my music is more happy or more upbeat, why not jam with that
No, well,
to promote the
there's nothing
self-awareness
wrong
of
with
it.
having happy music. Like,
Right.
happy music is also a good vibe. You know, people be making, you know,
Well, yeah, 'cause I mean, you got Pharrell
dances off
happy.
of them. Right.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, like, I feel like, I'm just saying for me personally, I feel like I wrote most of my poetry when I was going through my mental stuff, or when I got my heart broken, or when I saw someone else say that when I was going through depression. Like, I wrote most of my stuff then. I do have a lot of poems on love, though.
Right.
Then I have a lot of poems on sadness. And it's like, yeah, it's been times that I do be happy, but it will be sometimes I really had a little erotic lane for a little while, because they would have poetry nights where it was called the wet spot. And you could just, you know,
Ooh.
take like your nasty thoughts and put it into poems. So, you know what I'm
Dang.
saying? So,
Wait a minute.
wrong week. But no,
Wait a
it's just
minute.
like,
Where's this at?
I don't know, but the thing is,
Need to
to
go
be
Google
honest,
that.
I've never really had a person,
the
I
wet
don't
spot.
think I ever really heard happy poetry.
Really?
You right.
But that's
I've
my
never heard,
that's-
like,
but that,
you
that's
know,
my whole
yeah.
narrative though. Like, why not? You know, why drive? Why everything got to be so painful? You know, I mean, I get it that we relate to pain, but why can't we relate to, I don't know, shit, bro. I just, like, bro just had the greatest news ever.
I mean, no,
You know
he
what I
could
mean?
definitely, you know, write something about his son for sure.
But
There's
will it
nothing
sell
wrong.
as much as the?
It probably
you see what I'm
would, but
saying?
you got to
Nah.
think though. No, it would. It's just how he worded.
True.
You got to think like
gotta
Janae,
think about,
Janae Aiko had a poem book called Two Fishes.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called Two Fish, and everything in her book wasn't all sad either.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like Janae
I mean,
has
but
some
there is
good.
a balance. It's a balance when it comes to just the mental space, because to make it that is insane to be happy every time.
It is
Right. I agree.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
So it
agree.
is a balance with that. And then it's like, you know, to be able to, like, my thing is production and music. A lot of my best production has been when I've been in a weird space.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the Finesse Your Feelings Evolution beat. That I was in a funky space. But you see how I flipped it to make it this.
But do
You know what I'm saying?
You also gotta think like the Harlem Renaissance, like even like the origin of rhythm and blues is kind of
Yeah.
based on
Right. It ain't say
Depression.
rhythm and happiness. It didn't say
I
rhythm
mean-
and two step.
The re-
Right.
Again, you know, but is that draining to the artist though? Because Cole even spoke on it. You know, he was like, I'm tired of making music that's sad. I'm tired of, that's why he did Folding Clothes.
Right, but it could only be bad for the artist. Okay, so it's a certain
see what I'm
thing
saying?
that yeah,
Like,
I
is
do.
it-
So
is
it's
it-
a certain thing that people have called purging.
Okay.
Sometimes when you go up there, like, have you ever watched Tiny Desk?
Yes. I
Okay,
know
so
exactly what
it's
you're talking
on
about.
Tiny Desk. If you've ever watched the one with Erykah Badu,
Yeah.
when she finishes everything, it's like she just do this big release.
Right.
So sometimes, even with actors and actresses, you have to put yourself in the mind frame of something. So the thing is, I feel like when it comes to an artist, you got to learn how to spit it without going to that dark place.
Right. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Because sometimes it's just, if you in that moment, you gonna feel it, and it's like, yo, I just gotta speak from the heart on this. But
Right.
some stuff is like, no, I can still give you the same emotion without letting my mind mentally go there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And still be able to get the same effect. So
Right.
that's kind of a you thing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I just see a lot of artists, you know, they go down that road of, you know, especially new artists, you know, they go down that road of the I'm only making hits when I'm going through something. But what happens when you have millions of dollars? What happens when you fulfill all your dreams? Like, you're not going through that no more. So,
Well, you can't
See-
measure.
You kinda go-
You can't measure.
but
Off
that's
of
what they
music.
do.
No, but
No.
the thing is, if you're a true artist, you got to find a way to talk about something else.
That's true.
You have to find a way
That's
to talk
true.
about
I seen
something
I
else.
seen the thing with Lauryn Hill, right? She spoke about just this certain topic. She was like, "Yo, it took her forever to get to drop her album, right?" And then she was like, "Yo, I could definitely drop it. You know, I could have definitely dropped the album right after that, but I didn't go through anything. So when it made sense for me to
Right.
just drop something right, like I could have hit you with mad hits afterwards, right? But it wouldn't have made sense because she had such a classic that it was like, yo, why would I follow up with something that, you know, I can't follow up with that. That was years of pain, pleasure, all of that. Now I'm trying to.
Dealing with Wyclef ass.
Facts, but it's,
Right?
it's kind of the same though. What about those people who have that song and they only stuck in that one song?
Right. That was about to be my next question.
Because my whole thing is like,
They have
I
been
can-
a
oh, so
kinda
just
hit
for
wonder.
instance, even though we know Pharrell has done so many different things, right? What if he was only stuck on Happy?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll drive
But
you
say,
insane.
look, but say he done went through some stuff and it's like, yo, like,
Bitch ain't happy no more.
fast. People gonna be like, oh no, we don't want to hear that. We only want to
Just
see
play
you
Happy and get over
gallivanting
it.
through the streets. We only want to see you with, you know,
Right.
ice cream cones and stuff like that. No, he gonna say, I got more stuff to say. You got to be able to always evolve as an artist, no matter
That's
what your
fire.
genre is, though.
Yeah,
Do you think that
Right.
applies to every genre of
I do.
art? Okay.
yeah, cause you can't listen to the country singer talk about.
I mean,
I lost my dog.
Now I lost my dog.
I didn't mean as in like just music. I meant like art and period.
I mean,
Yeah.
say if a country painter painting their dog
Bro
every
said
5
country
minutes.
painter.
They painting their dog every 5 minutes.
Hey,
My
can-
boy said a
I'm painting
country
my
painter.
dog.
Look.
I'm
What
paying
does that
my-
even mean?
Right.
He said a country painter. I am falling out.
My man
I got,
went from the
I got,
window
I got a
Wall.
perfect moment
Okay.
for Chris right now.
to the
He said a
fireplace.
country painter. I need to see one of them.
Yeah.
Hey.
Look, every
Yeah,
time
that is
you go
that is
at
a rare.
Look, when you go at home, right, and you see them paintings with them farm animals,
Man.
right? Look,
Hey, he got a
That doesn't
point.
mean everybody who's painted those was from the country, though.
they from the country.
That's not true.
Look, I'm
They
saying,
could be from L.A. Some of them could be from Atlanta. You
that's a
never
mother-
know.
That's a dude from Alabama.
He may have a small. He may have a small.
He probably would have went and visited Tennessee for one summer, and now he just saw every animal out there that he
Look, that's
saw.
Rufus. Look,
And
that's
now would say he
Rufus.
from the country.
That's Rufus. He just lost his cow, and he was like, "Look, I gotta paint him."
I miss him so much.
I tell you what, he better go ahead and talk to Chick-fil-A. They'll
Look, then the next painting some wine and grapes because he done drunk the bottle.
Eat more.
See, but you would
said
have
Chick-fil-A,
thought he
eat more
came from
chicken.
Germany, though. My point
True.
exactly.
Or France.
Right, one of
man.
them. You know.
But now I was gonna give Chris his credit. I was gonna give Chris with his credit, like doubling back, like far as an artist musically,
Oh, who?
staying.
Chris.
Chris,
who?
I'm giving this guy here, simply Chris.
Uh-oh,
I'm
come
giving
on,
his flowers
Simply Chris.
because he said J. Cole, and I talked to him earlier. He said false prophet.
Okay.
So you know where I'm going. So I'm about to give you your flowers.
Oh shit. Here we
Cole
go.
can tell you. Cole could tell you like what you said earlier, as far as like why I'm always in this dark, depressed mode.
Right.
Why I can't flip it and be something positive like folding clothes.
Right.
Our boy Wale stays in depression mode, and the only way he's
love me
creative,
Wale.
but he always emotional tied to his shit.
Yo,
We got another Wale.
hey, like I can't even hold you. Like I love Wale. Like,
Hey, Chris, go ahead. Tell her what you feel about
hold on,
Wale.
wait. Before you even go there, people don't understand though. Like, if people really understood Wale on on the actual lyricism, like lyricist level,
Bruh.
like come on, ambitious girl.
He don't know nothing about it. He
Like,
can't relate to it.
And that's just one of the popular, like one of, you know what I'm saying. But it's so much
He
even
can't
more
relate
than
to
that.
it.
Like okay, so even for perfect example, J. Cole and Wale. J. Cole didn't start off as a depressive rapper. He was
So
commercial
then,
at first,
He was commercial as hell.
With who that? Yeah.
and then he switched over to
Well,
conscious.
well, that was because Jay-Z wouldn't push the album.
But hold
But-
on.
but he made it-
But we not talking about staying in one lane.
Ooh,
though.
this is more finesse. This is more finesse.
That's true.
Cole went from having a fade and a Caesar to having
Dreads.
Locks, yeah.
Look out here looking like Bob Marley.
That
little,
part.
little
Well,
nephew.
I honestly feel like, again, it goes back to like you were saying with the evolution. You know what I'm saying? He showed you in front of you that he can evolve. That now that I'm in control of what I'm doing, now I can actually tell you and show you how I feel. When he
Facts.
was signed on the Rock Nation, he couldn't do that.
But
right, but those
That's why I
songs
said
that hold on, but the songs that you think he did, the song with Beyonce, the songs he had for himself, all the features that he done, you would have thought a young man that looks like he looked, because you know some people got the look on them. You thinking he probably getting girls, he got all the fashions, everybody is on him, he happy. You never know.
Well, he was getting the girls.
But I'm just saying that's not the point I'm making.
Kevin's heart. You know?
That's not the point I'm making though. What the point that I'm making is us with the blind eye is looking at him like, yo, this man living a life.
Right.
And then everything he has after that is conscious. Why?
Right.
Because something in his mind clicked
Really,
that
he
this
was-
ain't for
yeah.
me.
yeah. But it's like a lot of people. It takes.
But hold on, bro.
I
Hold
agree
on.
with that. I agree with that.
Well, hold on one second. Because I want Chris to get finesse. While J. Cole was doing what he was doing, what was Wale doing?
I have no fucking clue.
Don't do him.
Because I
No,
don't
no.
listen
I
to
said
him.
my queen. I said no. That's
okay.
not you.
Oh, my bad.
Fran, what was Wale doing the whole time?
No one cares.
We
We're
will
not
not
doing
have
that.
any Wale
Okay.
slander right now.
Yes.
No
I know this your
cares.
podcast and all, but you
Yes.
can calm down on my
We
boy.
are doing
Okay.
that.
No
You
one
will
cares
not
about
do
that.
that.
Finesse your feelings and
Well, let me
Wale,
say-
baby.
First of all, let me tell you this. Don't come for Wale because Wale had to be something for him to be signed to MMG, first of all.
Yo, talk about
Because
it.
you up there with a whole bunch of like hardcore people, and then you got Wale coming and speaking that fire.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it was something that Rick Ross saw him for him to even be signed.
Yeah.
Period. So
Yeah.
And look, hey, look at his face and look at the disgrief every time you say something about Wale.
no, but I
We
just,
have this
one thing
every
about
day.
it is I'm not. People may have their own opinions about him as a person, but at the end of the day, Wale don't get the flowers that he deserves.
Listen,
He really
for
doesn't.
Lauren.
Yeah, tell him that. Don't look at me.
But look-
look at him.
Because
But
you know,
but
me and
here-
Chris been vibing for a little while. I don't want to, have no little.
No,
in
we
my
good.
heart towards
No,
you.
fuck
We
that.
can't talk about
No,
Wale like that.
We good.
I'm just playing.
It was finesse. Like, all right.
I'm just playing.
He got finessed.
Right.
No, it's called
finesse.
it's called finesse.
Right.
Wale career got finessed.
Oh,
That's who got
No, for
finessed.
sure.
you.
No,
If
for
you
sure.
wanna-
For sure. They did.
Look.
They did
Oh,
finesse
okay.
my boy a little bit.
Because he got signed to MMG, then he got dropped.
No, he didn't get dropped though. Come on now.
MMG got
But you
dropped
got to
itself.
understand too. Hold on. Wale was low key before his time.
But he
was.
made the money though.
He did, but
They
parts
made
of
the money,
him
bruh.
was before his time. Because you got to think. Let's switch from Wale to Lupe. Well, Lupe is one of the
Yes.
illest lyricists out of here.
Yes.
The Cool was a good album.
Yes.
Food and Liquor
now,
was a good album.
now we're on the same skateboard. We're good.
The Cool was
Good.
probably the most bangingest
Right?
album.
From
And
beginning
most,
to the end.
yo, I could listen to that album.
Well, I
and-
know that album from top to bottom.
Yes,
I agree.
Lord.
I
That is
just
But at
seen
the
him
same
on
time-
Shade Room or something.
But
What
at the
was Lupe
same
doing?
time,
Well, Lupe he's a professor somewhere now. He's doing this thing. You know?
Yeah, I just seen that. He's teaching the class right
Matter of
now.
fact, it's
But
at
still,
MIT. I think.
though.
I think he at
but
MIT right
hey,
now.
but you gotta understand, they even did him low key wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but I look at stuff like that, right? Certain people are built for certain things, right? So Wale to me is a certain type of artist.
he
Only
is.
special people can understand him, in my opinion.
That
That's just
in a
my
row.
opinion. That's my opinion. Like
Man,
you
Chris
got
has.
you, but Chris is commercial. Commercial Chris, look at him.
Wow.
He's Polo Gucci now.
Wow.
I gotta get him.
I'm commercial.
Did I get him?
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Okay, so for example, like if we're talking about people who are specific people, what about Khalees?
Hey, Khalees is
that's
my baby. That first album was everything.
She's actually one of my favorites too. But you got to
This
think like,
is my saddest
what?
story. What?
That's
Hold on.
fire.
And look, that whole album was fire.
I agree.
Look,
And not only that,
And
her
Pharrell killed the
ad-libs
production.
on the
Yes.
Clips album. Her ad-libs on the Clips album.
that part.
hey, Virginia, stand up, man.
Come
Yeah,
on,
for
man.
sure.
Period. But the thing
on,
y'all got to
man.
understand, but there's so
757.
much more to Khalees.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody know that girl can throw down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I need a plate.
Like I feel
She
like
brought all the
Khalees.
milkshakes to the
Please.
To
yard.
me, Khalees was like
Pretty
one of your
please.
original it girls, because everybody thought it was the girl with the big booty. It was the girl. No, it was the one who stood out. Like Khalees had a big hair.
Facts.
She had her own style. She was funny. Like she was like your homegirl, but she was a baddie at the same time. Like you got to understand. Like a lot of people go under the radar because of what people think society think you should look like.
Right.
Look,
And my
hold on,
whole-
I could do you one better. Anne Marie.
Yeah, A. Marie.
That was my baby.
That is my boo,
True.
bro.
That is
That's
my
my-
baby.
no, that's
Marie
my
was a
boo.
That
good
was
one.
Beyonce before Beyonce.
So,
True.
do you feel like you're the?
She
it
got her legs insured.
Oh, I know I'm an
That's
it
my
girl.
boo.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
Hold on. Say
Hold
that
on, brother.
again.
Hold
Say
on,
that
brother.
again.
I said I know I'm an it girl.
Oh, let me ask a question.
No,
so
you
they
are.
can hear me.
Hold it.
The question I asked was, do you feel like you're an it girl?
I know I'm an it girl.
What makes you it?
What makes me it? My mindset. My heart posture.
Okay. So what is your mindset?
Hold on. Let's tap into the hard part. Can you
No,
explain that,
she
please?
said her heart posture, bro.
Let's explain
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
That
yeah.
is deep.
That's
that was
different.
deep. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak.
That
Speaking
is,
of-
That is
now
different.
that is for
Speak.
Lauren. That my heart posture, bro. You don't hear that.
Please explain that.
You don't hear that. So please.
Yes, because that was kind of
Whatever for
that hit
Lauren
the
hater.
soul. That hit the soul a little bit.
Okay, so what I mean by heart posture, well, I'm a little country, y'all, so it may not sound
That's all
like
right.
heart
That's
to
all
y'all.
It is what it is.
the-
It is what
the
it
organ.
is.
It is
The
what- it
posture
ain't
that
what
I
it is.
have
organ.
when it comes to my heart is, I feel like I am a person that the world needs.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because what most people wouldn't forgive, I would.
Okay.
How I would, if a person was to really hurt me, like I ain't gonna say I ain't no slouch now. You come at me crazy, I'm gonna give you what you give, but before I get to that point, I'm gonna pray for you.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna really sit down and be like, who hurt you? Like I'm gonna want to understand your story before I even, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I get misjudged. Like when people see me post my pictures or whatever, they think I'm this cocky, stuck up girl, and I'm not. Like if people really knew my story, it would be so different. And when I say heart posture, it's because a lot of people really live their life for society. I don't do that. Have I done it in my life? Yes.
I think we all have.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
we
but
are.
when it comes to once
on,
I really
wait.
got to understand why I hurt the way that I hurt and why I look at certain things the way that I do and how I let myself speak through my different arts and even out of my own mouth, that's why I feel like my heart posture makes me an it girl, because I could be around the bougie crowd, I could be around the weird crowd, I could be around the hood crowd, I could be around the geek crowd, and I would still get the same love. That's how you know you're an it girl.
Is that kind of feeling like
Can
a
I,
chameleon in a sense?
Hold on, wait, hold that thought, bro.
Because she was a
We about to
chameleon.
segue.
She was a chameleon. God damn it.
You see
No,
that?
no. Hold that question, bro. I'm listening, and what you just explained is that, and me listening to you, is that like your grandma in essence? Like the way you move,
Yeah,
is
I'll-
that your
yeah,
grandma in
yeah.
essence?
Okay.
I'm getting that was a spiritual vibe there.
Yes,
Like the way,
no.
like the way you was, like the ways you was explaining, and like you were a chameleon. That's like pretty much how you was explaining your grandma in the beginning.
Well, maybe so. That may be the part of my grandma that's in me. Yeah, probably. I would
Right.
believe that. Because my thing is this, like, the book says, I become all things to all people.
Okay.
And with the different things that I experienced in my life, I know what it's like to not have your lights on. I know what it's like to wear the same outfit more than one time in a week.
Talk about
I
it.
know what it's like when your daddy don't come pick you up. I know what it's
Talk
like
about
when your
it.
mama talking to you crazy. I know what it's like when your sister get pregnant at a young age. I know what it's like when you got people creeping into your room. I know what it's like when you have, you know what I'm saying, different things that people don't want to talk about. I know what it's like to go to a church that don't really serve God. I know what it's like, you know what I'm
talk
saying,
about it. She is
to
preaching
live
it.
in a
She
homeless
is
shelter.
preaching.
I know what it's like to
Boy.
look at myself in the mirror and not feel like I'm as beautiful as everybody else say that I am. But I also know how to turn it around. I know what depression look like. I know what anxiety looks like. I know what joy looks like. I know what having money looks like. I know what being broke looks like. That's what makes you an it girl, because when I say it makes me an it girl person, is because through all of that, I may have went through the motions, but I never changed who I was as a person.
So it's
Facts.
experience.
That's a Kobe mic drop right there. Hold on now.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Seriously.
experience
Hey.
though. It's
It is,
experience.
because my thing is they always say when a person get money, they'll change on you, right?
Right.
Or when a person get around certain friends, they'll change on you. I've always been me. And one thing about me, I tell anybody who meet me, I'm gonna be transparent. Some people say I tell too much of my business, but I don't. At a time, I felt like I may have. But it wasn't that I was telling too much of my business. It was I didn't have the right people around me. Because if I'm telling you that I struggle with this, or if I struggle with that, and you go tell my business, that's a you problem. That ain't a me problem, because I'm walking in my truth. You get what I'm saying? And yo, I may have struggled with porn at this time, or I struggle with being, you know, selfish, or at this point I may have felt like I was insecure, and they look at you like, Fran, you don't seem like that when you posting your pictures, or when you do this, that, and the third. But I am.
Well,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not above anybody. And that's what I feel like what makes you an it girl. When you can go out there and tell people your flaws, tell people that you have these things going on, or I struggle with mental health issues, or I have a hormonal imbalance, but you still gonna see me come out here with this fly on, and I'm not gonna treat the person that's at the door different from the person that's at the bar, or different from the person that's performing on stage. I'm gonna treat everybody the same. That is what makes you an it girl, your personality, who you are in your heart. Clothes don't make you nothing. It's the person who wear the clothes that actually make you feel like, oh, they killed that.
talking that
You feel what I'm saying? I
dig
can wear
that.
this same outfit and no shade.
my goodness.
No shade to you, but you can have two girls. One girl can have on Palm Angel, Dior, Prada, or whatever. I come in with this little thrift store outfit or something that I picked up from It's
And
Fashion.
the flyest one in the room. Talk about it.
Okay.
Hey, Ocho said that shit. Ocho said that shit. My name is Ocho Cinco. No matter what the fuck I got on, my name sells myself.
That's it.
Right.
And this is Franny.
Facts.
What?
Fran. Hey, a lot of people know me as Fran, and some week he said that. But yeah, this is me. And one thing about it is you may have people that's gonna hate on you for no reason. But
Right.
you're gonna actually sit back and say, when somebody say, why you don't like that girl? You know what
They
they're gonna
can't.
say? I just don't.
They can't say shit.
Yeah,
They
they-
can't.
They don't got shit to say.
because of the book, because of the cover. They ain't opened the book yet. They just looking
Right.
at the cover like, oh.
If you really understood, like, people don't like me. Like, I used to get fried in school because my hair was long. I don't like her because she got Asian eyes and she got long hair. Am I lying?
Nah. Go a lot of times I used to have to fight.
I'm going through hell
I
at
used-
home and you worry
I used-
about how long my
I used to
hair-
have to fight
my hair
people. I
is.
used to have to fight people, yo. Like,
You
yo,
worry,
stay off the
you
home,
worry about
girl,
how
yo.
long my hair is, and because my daddy and my mama kept me in fresh sneakers, but you don't know what the hell I'm going through in the house, and you mad because my hair is down my back.
Right.
That's the stuff. Or I'm coming to school, I'm getting picked on, but you don't even know I'm in a homeless shelter.
Right.
And you picking on me, and I'm already got enough going on at home.
Yeah.
And now you worried about me. Fashion was literally my escape.
Right.
That was how I hid in the beginning.
Was that your therapy?
It was.
Low-key?
It was how I hid in the beginning. Oh yeah, y'all gonna talk about me, but baby, one thing my mama and my grandma taught me was you never look like what you go through.
Right.
Word.
So I began to
Facts.
hide behind my clothes, because I always told myself my mama did the best that she could, and my father. One thing I said, they both used to dress when they were young.
Yeah.
But when it got to a point that, like, my mom and them, they always, no matter if our lights was off or nothing, my mama made sure we looked decent. You get what I'm saying?
Word.
But it ended up getting to a point that, you know, life be lifing. And after a while, I told myself when I got my first job, it was going to be the clothing store because I knew I liked clothes. But I told myself I would never get to a point that people would know I was going through. Like, people don't understand. It was certain times in my life I was going through hell, but I was the freshest person out there.
So how did you get through that though?
Well,
Mentally.
in the beginning, mentally, I was just like, you know, it was I gotta stand in the mirror and throw these clothes on, because I didn't wear makeup for a little minute. I kind of felt like girls who wear makeup was like they wanted attention. I ain't never want attention. That's the crazy thing. I'm introvert extrovert. So my whole thing is like, the attention that I get, I didn't want it. And I used to get ridiculed for that because some of my friends didn't get the attention that I got, and they used to be mad. How you get all, everybody just want to be around you, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, child, I don't even want it.
Yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And it was like a whole thing that I was like, okay, well, I didn't even think that in school, I never thought that guys looked at me a certain way because I was always the homie. So my whole thing was like, oh, I don't think guys find me attractive for real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to be cool with them by throwing my clothes on. So when the dudes would come with their Jordans on, I had my Jordans on.
Right.
Yeah, I may be going through it at home, but my daddy made sure I had every Jordan that came out. Or if my mama made me feel bad, she made sure that I had my clothes or that my hair was always done. Like, that was the only piece or solace that I had for a little while. And as I got into a young adult, one of my friends, he ended up coming to me. He was like, "Friend, you need to stop hiding behind your fashion. Like, you need to be you."
So I got a question now. I got a question.
Okay.
So who is?
I hope that's going where I'm going.
Yeah, who is Francesca?
Okay, so Fran is.
Ah,
All right, now.
Francesca.
Oh, period. Right. You know
Yeah.
what? That's God, because I told him I wanted to go by my first name. I never
right.
would let people call me by my first name ever.
Yeah,
Okay.
So who is Francesca?
Francesca is sensitive. She's funny.
Very funny.
Very funny.
Thank you.
From this little bit of time, she done had me
She's
rolling.
fashionable.
Rolling.
She's
Cutthroat,
fashionable.
and
She's
cutthroat.
hard a little bit. She's blunt. She loves God.
Yeah, cutthroat. Mm-hmm.
I can be. I'm authentic, but I'm also a softie. I'm a lovable person. Like, I love. I love people. Like, I love family. I love
Right.
community. I love the art. That's who Fran is. Fran is a free spirit.
Francesca.
Oh,
Fran-
you're right. Keep
yeah,
correcting me.
yeah,
Francesca
Francesca.
is a person who wears many hats but stays true to herself for the most part. I have my slip-ups, but I try to be authentic as I can be.
And there's nothing wrong with the slip
And,
up. There's nothing wrong with the slip
And
up.
my
But you
question
know,
to
it's so hard that you
and
say
my
that because
question
I'm
to
hard.
that
I'm really hard on
is,
myself.
You say that again.
what?
No, I was
My
done.
question, because like I'm still trying to push like the positivity, like keep going. So when that memoir coming?
Word, because
You
it
know
sounds like
so funny.
a book is on the way.
Oh, a poem.
Alright,
Okay,
'cause
no,
look,
for
look,
sure.
something
No,
like pressure-
no. So
hey.
look, the book for sure is on the way because
Pressure-
okay. So look,
And I want to see some of them poems in that book.
Hey, I mean, I got
You
some on
dig?
my
That's
phone,
what I'm saying.
but my
Pressure,
thing is like-
bust, hey, pressure, bust pipes.
That's
So
true.
we got the.
So, you know what's so
we got
crazy?
the free spirit painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The poetry.
Yeah, I need some
moment,
pictures in there, too.
And we got the
Yeah.
memoir coming.
Word.
Oh, it's funny. But no,
Word.
I really feel like y'all gonna hear me say that's God because it's so funny that you say that because my pastor, my apostle at church or whatever, he told me about a book and I literally have like a screenplay in my mind. I used to write plays. Again, I used to be in the okay, so
You about to have
not trying to make this
screenwriter.
melancholy, but I used to I had
You
rheumatic
gonna
heart
have
disease.
the next Tyler Perry out
Hold
here.
on,
You
wait,
heard
no,
me.
hold on.
Let's
But look,
talk about it.
Hold on, y'all. I used to have rheumatic heart disease, so I couldn't go outside.
Okay.
So everything that I would do was either drawing, pictures. I used to love like disposable cameras and writing stuff. So I got into writing and I got to writing screenplays. And I used to literally write stories. And after a while, I don't know what happened. I don't know if life got too hard for me at a certain time, but I stopped. But the crazy thing you said about a memoir was I always wanted to throw my story out there, but not from my perspective, like not a biography. I wanted it to be like me telling it like how Issa Rae did Insecure. I wanted it to be like that, like so people could see different situations. And I actually have more than one book in my mind. I actually have a book in mind that goes through my lineage from my grandma down to my nieces.
Okay.
And it's like, but for me, again, lifing, and a person who always is so heavy on pushing other people and not myself at times, I kind of felt like I let some of that die. So I do want to write a book. I actually feel like my book gonna be a movie. Like
Well, it's gonna be all of that.
Seriously.
It's
So
I think you
be
should
all
do
of that.
both.
I'm
Definitely
saying.
a book, though. Definitely
Right.
the book. 'cause,
It's gonna
you
be
know,
all of that.
I mean, like we were saying earlier, you know, I love when artists create books because
It's
it
funny.
pushes it. Nah, honestly though, it pushes our youth to read. I feel like that's a lost art. You know what I'm saying? A lot of younger people don't pick up a book and read. You
It's
know
the
what I'm saying?
microwave.
very
It's
few.
It's microwave now. But I mean, you know,
it is, but I said that's funny that you say artist because I
don't consider yourself an
myself as
artist.
an artist. No.
What?
So hold on. So
Stop.
what do you consider yourself as?
You what?
Oh, because I'm simply Chris. So you could be simply Francesca. This is
mean,
great.
I'm not going for that.
On a roll.
No, like,
On a roll.
Look,
the craziest thing is like, no, seriously, people around me would tell you a different perspective than I have for myself.
Okay.
I just feel like I just really like, yo, I really am an artist as you saying it.
Right.
I don't think of myself as an artist because it's like, yo, this is just my life. This is what I've been through. I like to
Right.
dress people. I done wrote poetry. I done painted at one time.
Right.
Or I've drawn at one time.
It's
or,
art.
Right, but at the same time,
all I've
it's
been
never
hearing this whole interview is
registered.
arts,
right,
arts,
but it's
arts,
never.
arts,
but for me,
creative,
it
creative,
was escapism.
creative.
You know what I'm saying? Like me trying to escape. I never really thought like, friend, you are like a
But you know,
all-star
when you escape from certain things, that's the best art in the world.
That's true.
Where you think
It
this
is.
finesse your feelings thing came from? We escaped and created something.
Yeah.
To be honest, I felt like I
Right.
put down how I knew that I really could write for real
Mm-hmm.
was because when I was in middle school, going into high school, I cannot think of her. No, Miss Dre. Oh, rest in peace. She was like, she had me and my sisters for journalism,
Mm-hmm.
and this was during the time I used to write plays and stuff. So one day she told me to try my hand at writing a little poem segment in the school newsletter. And I wrote it, and it was literally talking about my story for real, but I had to word it in a way that people couldn't tell.
Right.
So only certain people knew it was really about me. But when I tell you, so many people in school came up and was like, Fran, oh my God, like that.
Fire.
That poem was everything.
Dope. Write another one.
Facts. And it was just like, after that, I got scared, so I stopped. And I would just write poetry and keep it to myself until I went through a hard situation. I moved back here, and one of my close friends, he pushed me to do open mic because I had never done open mic ever. It was like I would just write my poems down, but he got me to speak them out, and that's how I ended up getting into like poetry for real.
Nice. Well, one more topic I wanted to talk, touch on, because I keep hearing you talk about the book. I keep hearing you,
I ain't saying nothing about no book.
But look, we speaking.
I'm
in
talking about
existence.
the book.
Well, no, we already
The book,
proclaimed
the
it.
Bible. Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Oh,
Shout
You know,
out
talk about that book.
shout out to Big Sandals. Like,
Yeah,
Come
is
through,
that
G.O.D.
something that you went through? As far, like, was that a part of your life? A lot.
yes. I would say that to say this.
Okay.
For a little while, I felt like I knew who God was through my grandma.
Okay.
But then I had to end up learning who God was for myself.
Okay.
That's a deep state.
That's a whole nother podcast.
No, it is. I'll
mean-
keep it short though. Like, it's crazy because you know how sometimes when you're on TikTok and you feel like that For You page will start giving you stuff that you feel like is literally for you.
Yeah.
For a long time, I would run away from being the chosen one. I was the one who was picked on a lot in the family. I feel like I'm the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? It was always the one who stood out. And my story is, keep it brief. When my mom was 5 months pregnant with me, she fell down 2 flights of stairs. And ever since then, it's just been turmoil. Like at the age of 7, I went blind and deaf. I was in the hospital for 2 months. That then throughout the years, I kept having like my lungs collapse. Like I couldn't go outside. I was literally like the kid in the bubble.
Wow.
And I'm not going to talk about my family dynamic, but it wasn't always easy. You
Okay.
get what I'm saying? It was certain things that went on that should never happen to a person or a child. But it was just like, for a while, I would try to be like, okay, I was upset with God because like my grandma, when she would come and get me and take me to church, you were little, so you're like, okay, yeah. I mean, I could see my grandma catching the Holy Ghost, but
you was trying to catch that same feeling.
But as I became an adult, I was angry with God for a minute because it's like, why did you let this person do this to me? Why did you let my mama say this? Why did you let my dad act like this? Like, why my aunts? Why my sisters? You know, it was a lot of stuff. Like, why am I constantly getting picked on? Type thing. And then it came to a point in my life. Well, I was low-key wilding, like I was wilding. And you know how they say when the Holy Spirit take a hold of you and they really want to get you, it's going to get your attention.
Yeah.
And one day I was sitting in church and my heart was beating so fast. And someone was like, Frank, you need to get up and walk. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. And it just stayed on me. And when you've been in the brink of death more than one time and you know that you're really supposed to have been dead, and God ain't really, he said, no,
You ain't done yet.
you get what I'm
You
saying?
ain't done yet.
That's what really made me be like, all right, God, well, it got to be something. Because, yeah, I've been through all this pain, but you letting it come out in my clothes. You letting it come out in my poetry. You letting it come out in my music. You letting it come out in painting. You letting it come out in me encouraging people. Like one of my friends came to me and told me that I stopped her from committing suicide. All the while, it was times that I was thinking about cutting.
Word.
Like it gets deep. So that's why I say like a lot of people don't know my story. It's so much more to just fashion. Like the motto for my brand is in building, turning inner beauty to outer majesty, one outfit at a time.
Bars.
Wow.
Hey,
Bars.
Like, and the reason why
this is like part one.
but no, seriously,
This is
because
like
you
part
gotta
one of
think,
your saga.
like,
you gotta
think when people
gotta
was
come
mad at
back,
Joseph,
man.
they was mad because of his coat, his coat of colors. How you mad because I had a dream and I got a coat? I got a mink coat on that's color blocked. You mad at my print on my coat? So you salesman, you my brothers?
Just to, I wouldn't have been mad.
No, but
see
that's
it.
real life though. That's real life though.
happens.
I'm colorblind.
Then
so
on
I
top,
wouldn't-
but no, and then you get into this building and you done got sold, and now you got this dude, this man's wife coming after you.
Yeah.
You saying I don't want those problems. You get in trouble with that, and then the very people who sold you, they lied to your daddy because they knew that you was the chosen one.
Right.
They lied to your daddy only for the same dream that you got mad at him for. He was the one who kept y'all from starvation. Ain't it a shame when you the chosen one, they treat you so bad, and then they gotta come to you, they gotta come to your table as God is preparing it?
That's what happens when you the
People
chosen.
don't like. One thing I'm gonna say about this, and then I gotta be on my little. I can be a little bit cocky.
Go for it.
A lot of people don't like me because they hate the fact that everybody love me, but people love me because I'm real. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong.
Talk about it.
You get what I'm saying? And I will try my best to fix it. Now, if you don't want to deal with me, that's on you. But one thing about me, I'm gonna always step. I'm always gonna be transparent. It was a time in my life I was messy. It was a time in my life I was petty. But there was a time in my life I'm not that now. You get what I'm saying? I love putting clothes on people. I love seeing somebody's face light up when you done help them to see a certain thing. If you ever, like June Ambrose, she had a show, and it was times where she would dress people, and people would bust out into tears because they felt like they couldn't wear that. Just like when you said, I'm too big for them boots. Who told you that?
Me.
You told you that.
Yeah, for sure.
But did God tell you that?
All right. I ain't okay.
His
no.
feelings got finessed.
No,
Because at the end of the day,
hold on now. Hold on.
no, but you
Hold
got a
on.
lot of
God ain't
people
the same
like
God.
that. Who told you couldn't put that 3-piece suit on? Who told you you couldn't
No,
wear
I'm
that
saying-
Speedo to
Hey,
the
man.
beach? Who told you you couldn't put on that tight dress? Who told you that?
I mean, like I said, you know, in my situation, you know, I'm just speaking from just make this real
It's just
quick.
it's a personal.
It's just a
thing.
personal
It's a
thing.
No,
personal
I understand that, but at the end of the day, you know where that probably came from? Oh, you too big to wear that, bro.
Nah, it was just.
But some people, it has been.
honestly, to keep it real, which I agree. As some people,
I agree with that.
Yes,
I agree with that.
personally, just my personal. I don't like them damn boots.
Oh no, that's fine. No, that's fine.
fucking
But
boo.
you probably. But the thing is, one thing about it, people may talk about Biggie, but Biggie had.
Oh yeah, Biggie had it on.
Biggie was the
Biggie had it on.
Ross be
That
putting
dude
his
was
stuff
fire.
on.
Yeah,
They be
yeah,
coming for my
yeah.
girl Lizzo, but that girl can dress her tail off.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
one thing I will say about us, you know, how can I put it?
As he rub his last.
Well fed,
Lovable people.
well fed people. I'm gonna put it that way. We're well fed.
That's one thing about me. I'm sure gonna eat.
Damn,
Okay.
man, shit. One thing about it, we always gonna make sure that you eat because we need to eat. And when colors are on us, it pops.
I'm weak.
It does.
No, but
You gonna see me a
seriously,
mile away. If I throw on a bright orange shirt, you gonna see me a mile away. You might mistake me for the sun. You might get a little hot. Might be a little radiation. But hey, you know
Might
it's
get a
me.
little radiation.
I'm just saying.
Nah, but
or VDOT.
Hey, I bet you stopped that car.
I'm weak. But but for real, I just kind of feel like that's what makes me me. And for a long time, I ran from that.
Okay.
I ain't want to be the girl that everybody like.
So now how do you feel? Now how do you feel?
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm glad that you actually see that though.
Yeah.
I'm embracing it because I feel like
Because you it.
I am.
Right.
And I had to embrace that though. I ran from it for a long time. Y'all, please, like everybody think, oh, Fran go out there and dance. Fran go out there and throw some poetry. Fran do, oh, she gotta be confident, not knowing that I'm having a whole anxiety attack before I even go out there and hit the stage.
But you doing it though.
But you
Right. And I'm now
She
at
is
35
it.
years old, I'm just now embracing that. And I thank God for it because before I leave this earth, I'm gonna make sure I do everything he sent me down here to do. I do not want to be one of those ones. How y'all ever heard that parable in the Bible when they say that God gave talents to certain ones and some of them tucked them in the ground? God gave me too many talents. I cannot keep them all tucked.
Yes.
But I had to go through a whole bunch of hardship, being hard-headed, because I'm pushing my sisters. I'm pushing whoever I'm in love with at the time. I'm pushing my parents. I'm pushing my homegirls. And it's like, friend, you giving all this love and you dry. You can't pour from an empty cup.
When you give out that love and you don't get it back, it's a drain.
But I got bitter. But I had to understand that I had to take responsibility for I had to take accountability for my own play and my demise. Like when you get on the plane, they say you got to put yours on first.
Hell yeah.
Your mask on
Look,
first
let me
before
tell
you give it to the
something.
next person. Even when you in the boat and they say, look, if we get started sinking, you got to put your vest on first
Your life jacket on.
Tell you
before
something.
you put on your child's.
Hey.
Hold on. But the word says, love thy neighbor like you love yourself. Everybody keep going for, you got to love thy neighbor, love thy neighbor. No, it says like you love yourself, though.
That's right. I gotta love me first. I agree. I'm gonna let you know. I need me a double
Sidebar,
XL light
even-
jacket, and you better have it. If
Sidebar.
not, we not moving this plane.
Sidebar, when you talk to your neighbor don't even really when you want to talk to you back,
That's because they don't love themselves.
right? So trials, tribulations,
Hey.
testimony.
Facts.
Talk to him. Well, like you have it, y'all.
We just ready for the memoir.
Listen.
Like this is like part 1 of 3.
Y'all
or
got
4.
it, y'all.
Now
Like, you gotta go back.
Come
Hold on,
on,
hey.
try you. I'm weak.
Hey, nah, for real, this has been inspirational episode.
Word.
This has been phenomenal. Like my feelings did not get finessed.
It did.
Thank
Wale-
you.
They did, because he came for Wale. a little
He
bit,
came for
y'all.
Wale hard, right? He
still,
did.
bro. And I'm still coming for Wale. Show me something good, and I'll back up. Until then,
So
That's
hold
why I
on,
said part
hold on.
3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
a part
5.
1 or
Look,
4.
don't come for Wale. Don't do
don't
that.
like him. He gets no play in my ride.
But
No.
you like, but
But
you
that's
like
his
who
ride.
you
Sab-
like though.
I like who I like.
So you like Kanye.
Yes,
So
self
what's
love.
the difference?
A huge difference.
What's the difference?
He make hits.
Okay, and Wale
He
has
produces.
it. Okay, and Wale don't got other talents.
I don't know.
They both
no.
struggle with different things as far as
I don't-
emotion. So what's the
But see,
difference?
he
I
don't,
don't know,
he
no.
don't follow Wale.
I don't
so
follow
he
Wale.
Right.
I don't
So you
care.
can't speak on somebody you don't know.
But I know what I like,
Right.
but it ain't him.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you like him?
I've tried. I've listened to
Why
his
don't
albums.
you like him?
I don't like what he's saying.
What is he
Okay.
not
It don't.
saying?
It don't touch me. I don't get it.
Oh, so,
I don't wanna
right.
get it.
And people fear what
This-
they don't
this is-
understand.
I'm not scared. I've
I'm not
attempted.
saying that you're scared.
You said fear,
Right, but at this, hold on, fear don't always mean being scared though.
but fear is a traitor scared.
Right, but at the same time, you're judging this man, you don't even know him for real.
I ain't got no him. I don't like his music.
So
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't like him as a
Christian
person.
finesse right
I don't
there.
like his music.
okay, so a lot of people don't like Kanye West music, but you
That's
ride hard
fine.
for him.
Hey, I like his music.
So since you don't like his music, you don't like him as a person.
No. That's
But
not
you
what I
like-
said.
but
That's not what I said.
Hold on, that is what you said.
No, I
what you
said.
said.
It's definitely what you
No,
said.
that's what
We
you
can
said.
rewind it. We can rewind. I said I don't. I have nothing to do with him personally. I just don't like his
You
music.
said I don't like him because I don't like his music. I don't like him because I don't like his music. His
No, he
music,
said he like him as a person. He
Yeah,
don't
I like him
his
as a
music.
person.
But
I congratulate him. I hope he does
but
be successful.
Hey,
But all these hits,
But
on
he
radio,
not
he
here.
don't make no hits.
we still here. I just know you could be the one that break this motherfucker.
I'm just. He
That's
ain't
why I said
selling to
part
me.
1 or 4.
He ain't
I'm just
selling an
saying,
album
if
to
that's
me.
the case, if you go talk about differentiating people from their music and your craft, we got to bring up Chris Brown. We got to bring up R.
Oh,
Kelly.
yeah, for sure.
We got to bring up Kanye West. We got to
For sure.
bring up Diddy. We got to bring
That's
up
why I
all these
said
different
part,
people.
Every
part
artist.
1 or
Yeah,
4.
every artist.
Like,
Oh,
like, hold
okay.
on, wait.
Every artist.
I said,
Part,
Oh,
part
okay.
1 or 3. Part 1 or 3 is you and the trials and tribulation and the testimony. Part 4 is finessing this motherfucker.
Okay,
It ain't gonna work.
Like,
Bro, you will never
I should've
ever
been on the debate
make
team, I'm
me.
telling
You can't do it.
You will
but I
never
believe she
ever
can.
convince me to be okay with that man's music. I don't like.
I
it.
can't.
Sorry,
I bet she can.
no one will.
okay, but y'all
I'm
was,
not a
but
fan
you
of
was
his
okay
music.
with R. Kelly saying "slow wine" for me to a 14-year-old,
I was not. I never said that.
but you danced to it, didn't you?
Hell no.
You lying.
But he was too young.
You're
to-
lying.
He was too young.
You ain't never had no sexual relation to an R. Kelly song.
He was too young to know. Look,
No,
Let me think.
You ain't
Let
never
me
had no
think.
sexual relation to an R. Kelly song.
Look at his face.
you got to think
I
about
don't
it.
know.
Exactly.
It's been. Let me shut up.
Keep it on the down low.
My point.
Fine.
My
incriminate myself.
point.
Well, look, hold on. Okay, look.
But it ain't got nothing to do with his music.
No.
His music is different from him. Again, I don't like Wale music. I'm sorry.
And that's cool.
I don't
sick
like
of
it.
it.
I can't.
That's cool.
It will not. Wale, I hope that your career is successful, but you will never ever sell an album to me. I'm sorry.
To undercut
It's
Wale-
not gonna happen.
Don't
I
feel
will
the
not
hoopla,
buy it. I
okay?
won't stream it. Sorry. Every time,
He just
Alright,
went
fuck
out
it.
of
Bro,
Fuck it.
Look,
Pay him
I've
no
seen
mind.
times where as soon as I hear you on the
Shut up.
song, I turn.
on that note.
As soon as I hear your voice, turn.
His feelings has been. He's
Yeah.
in his feelings
I
right
can't.
now.
I just.
He Jasmine
So
Sullivan
nobody,
right
so,
now.
no, so nobody,
That's fine.
as
I'll
of right
do
now,
that.
nobody support R. Kelly because he locked up. But he had hits.
R. Kelly
So
still
the
gets
fact
played
that
in my
Wale
rap.
doesn't have hits and Wale has subliminal good
Bruh.
R.
message.
Kelly still get played in my rap.
Bro, that ain't got nothing to do with the
R.
situation.
Kelly
That's
is-
oranges and apples.
R. Kelly is the greatest writer of all time.
Exactly.
Period.
Our Queen
Ain't no
Francesca
debating.
gonna get you a finesse. You gonna
It
get
ain't gonna
finesse.
happen.
This is part 4. Like speaking of the future, we're gonna get part 2 and 3 with the Queen, and part 4, your ass gonna get finesse.
It sounds good. I accept all challenges.
Telling
it
you.
sounds,
Hey, we can
I
go down
accept
the
all
rabbit hole. I'm
challenges.
telling you, like, hey,
I accept all challenges.
I tell you all the time, I should have been on the debate team. We can go toe for toe.
hey,
It's nothing.
Hey,
That's
this shit
fine.
gonna be. This shit gonna be in her book. We gonna have a picture of your ass in the
I'm so
this,
weak.
like this in the
Right.
Chapter 6. I finessed
Over
this
here
nigga.
like this. That's why.
I got this nigga.
All right.
Your ass could be either your ass could be in the beginning or the end of the book.
I'm
That's
weak.
fine.
No,
I'll
he
be
could
there.
be somewhere in the middle.
I'm gonna be there with my polo on, my Gucci slides.
Right. He's Gucci low.
It's me, y'all.
Well, again, man.
But I definitely appreciate you coming in,
Yeah,
speaking
for
your
sure.
truth,
That's
and speaking your
some hand
inspirations.
claps, please. Some hand
Yes,
claps. Some
yes.
hand claps. Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on, I got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
I'm just saying, y'all, don't forget to follow the girl,
yes,
Yes, please have your socials because they're gonna be right here.
Shout them out one more
Fact.
time for the people.
My name is Sendejo.thestylist. It's DA Stylist on Instagram.
Okay.
Fran Fine 8 on TikTok. So yeah, I'm out here.
Okay.
Right there, people.
There
Make
it
sure
is.
You go follow her.
And as always, you got a home and finesse your feelings because we gonna finesse Chris ass.
Yeah, okay.
Bruh.
I'm willing to come whenever y'all want me to come. To put
Hey.
Chris in the hot seat.
No,
Put
that's
them
fine.
in the hot
Whenever you
seat.
pull up, we just gonna
We
finesse.
get him in the
We
hot
definitely-
seat. Hey, he got
We
finesse,
definitely
y'all.
appreciate you taking your time out.
I'm with
He
the
got
ad-libs.
finesse,
That's it,
y'all.
y'all. I'm hollering.
Hey,
Yeah, he definitely ain't gonna finesse it, but we definitely appreciate you coming in, taking the time out,
sure.
and kicking with us, and
For sure.
speaking your truth and your inspirations.
No problem.
And we're
Thanks
gonna
for
check
having
up on
me.
you. Cause you got some agendas to check off your list.
I definitely do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all need to make sure y'all look out because Sendejo coming for y'all for 2023. Just know that.
All right now.
all right
Facts.
now, all right now.
You know,
Facts.
support your girl, support black business,
You make guys stuff too,
I
right?
do. It will be
All right.
unisex.
I got 2XL in the
Okay.
shirts. I'm a 42 on the way.
That's all sidebars on.
Also, yes,
behind the
if you
scenes.
are even looking for a stylist, if you want to get styled for an event, if you want to get
Yay.
styled for a date night, if you want to get styled for a photo shoot, hit me up. I'm your girl.
Yay.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
All
if I got
information
another
is
interview.
right here. All contact information.
For
right.
sure. And let me tell you this though, just because I dress different doesn't mean that I cannot help you find your personal style. I may look eclectic, but I know how to
Okay.
finagle. You know,
Talk
what
to
I'm
him.
saying?
Talk to him.
I
Talk
can
to
walk
him.
in any
Hey.
different room.
Talk to him.
Hey.
So,
She
Real
gonna get
recognize
y'all
real,
right
and you're
now.
familiar to what the fuck they want.
facts.
All right.
I may push it a little bit just to push you out your comfort zone, but I'm gonna make sure you good with what you get.
Word.
But don't pick no damn Astro boots.
I'm not gonna put no extra boots on you.
Don't give me no damn popsicle. I meant that shit.
I mean, it's okay.
All
I mean,
right. Okay.
the ladies like popsicles.
They do.
I already got a lady.
Oh, well, you know
I'm
what?
good.
Shout out to your lady. Shout out to Simply Wifey.
Hey,
Shout out to her.
close us out. Simply.
simply red boots.
I ain't gonna say what I was gonna think about it, cause yeah, that's never mind.
I'm weak.
Well, for closure, again, speak
No,
the truth.
cause that's my sister, so I can't say
That's
shit
right.
else. So
That's
close
right.
us out.
That's right. But again, speak your truth, be you, be eccentric. Experience is the best teacher.
Word.
And once again, Simply Chris,
Yep.
Katie Rumpf,
Year.
El Santana, and Mrs.
You know it.
Francesca.
Period.
Miss Francesca. AKA Planet.
AKA Sendejo the style.
Before we go, shout out all your social medias, what you got going on before we close this out. The floor is yours, Queen.
Okay, well, again, Sendejo.thestylist on Instagram. That's DA Stylist. My name is spelled SENDEJO.DA Stylist. My name on TikTok is Franny Fine, FRANNIE Fine 8. That's my name on TikTok.
Yep.
Be on the lookout because I will be doing some pop-up shops. I also have some big things coming for the fall, but as of what's coming up next is I'm going to drop a little clothing line, you know, a little lunchbox line.
the clothes
so
popping.
just make sure that
You're
you look
right
out
for
for
the
that.
summer.
But seriously, if you do need styling for any event, be sure to hit me up.
And that's a 2X in shirts.
Yes. I wear a medium and large.
Sidebars.
My body will be right for the summer. I'll be slim.
Oh yeah, and
I'm
if you
saying?
want to if you need some photographers for photo shoots, I'm a great networker, so I can also help you with that. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right
I
now.
have a lot of
All around.
photographers out here,
She's the
makeup
it.
artists,
She's
all of
the
that.
it factor.
She's the it
The
factor.
it
And I do what I do when I can do it, you know.
That's right.
Yes.
So yeah.
Hey.
right. And
Oh,
once
if you need some
again-
words of encouragement too, I got you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pray for you too
Ooh,
now.
all
I ain't
right
just
now.
I'm gonna make sure your pockets look nice and make sure you come out looking nice, but you still gotta be right too, okay?
All right. All right. Well, once again, finesse your feelings for
Finesse
your
your
feelings. Just been finesse.
Your feelings.
Finesse.
Finesse. Your feelings. Get finesse. Hey.